Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today word being able to focus is almost like a superpower. You rarely see anyone who's able to concentrate on a single task for hours, and the individuals who are able to focus to nobody's surprise get too much more done than other people. There are many areas where you could benefit from better concentration, whether it's for school, studying, work for, or a hobby. If you are able to focus, you can get your desired result faster. So today I will explain what holding you back from focusing and what you can do to improve it. And I know you are procrastinating at this very moment by watching this video, but I will make it worth your while. So grab a pen and piece of paper. Make sure to write down a few key points about whatever you learn in this video. This way you will get the maximum value out of your procrastination session. And buckle up, because it's going to be a long one. Let's dive in. We have two types of focus: scattered focus and directed focus. Scattered focus is broadly distributed attention. This is your typical multitasker trying to do many things at the same time. Cleaning the house while talking to the phone, while cooking dinner, or someone who's trying to focus on one thing but they keep thinking about something else at the same time. And thing is what most people do, they divide their attention towards many different things. The problem with this type of focus is that your brain is extremely bad at switching between multiple things at once. You see, when you switch from one task to another, it's not an instantaneous switch. Instead, your brain has to load the context of whatever you are doing into your working memory. When you are constantly shifting your attention from one thing to another, you are forcing your brain to load and reload context over and over. Essentially, you end up wasting a ton of mental energy switching back and forth, leaving you exhausted without getting much done. Now, on the other side, we have directed focus. You achieve it directing your attention to a single action while ignoring everything else. This is what you should aim to achieve, and it's how high achievers direct their focus. They concentrate on one thing at a time like a laser beam, and they do that things to the maximum of their ability while disregarding all other stimuli. So what can you do to avoid scattered focus? It's simple. You should aim to remove all distraction and avoid any stimuli which could potentially remove all distraction. It harm your concentration. Let's look at this way. Let's say you have 5 units of focus available at any time. That means you can use those 5 units in any way you like. For example, you could use them all on studying, thus achieving directed focus there. Now let's say your mom enters in your room while you are studying and tells you that dinner will be ready in 15 minutes. Even if you were super concentrated, and even if that interaction only lasted for 10 seconds, your attention is now divided. Dinner will now be on your mind, and your focus will not be as good as it was before. One of the focus unit was used on that dinner. Taking it away from your studying session, it's now going to take some time before you are able to fully regain your focus, and you will end up wasting your mental energy in the process. Now the funny thing is you are most likely carrying a similarly distracting mom with you have all the time. Your phone, this is tiny device, is the biggest anti-focus machine there is. It rings, it vibrates, and whenever you get a new notification, it makes a sound. That beep is all it takes to take your mind off the thing you were supposed to be concentrating on. But even if your phone is on silent, you are very likely to take a quick look at it whenever you feel bored, thus dividing your attention. Of course, this does not mean you should throw your phone away or anything like that. Instead, I am simply suggesting that whenever you want to concentrate on something, you put it somewhere where you know it will not disturb you and you will not be able to look at it. That being said, cell phones are not the only thing that divide your focus. Anything can do that, but your phone is probably the biggest contributor. The point is to become aware of the possible distractions and to avoid them. Another thing that could be affecting your ability to focus is your physiology. This is something that is not considered often. However, if you want your mind to function optimally, you need to take care of your body. If you are sleeping under 6 hours per day, your concentration will suffer. I think on the contrary, it's been shown that getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep leads to a better ability to focus during the day. Exercise is also something that should be done on daily basis. Thanks to the release of dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin and other neurotransmitters, your ability to focus on difficult tasks improves. By exercise, I don't mean going out and running a marathon, but a short walk around the block and in the garden is already sufficient. Bonus point if it's walk in nature. Hydration is also very important. You might have noticed that when you wake up in the morning, you can't really think straight right away. One of the reasons is because you hadn't drunk anything for over 8 hours, so you are mildly dehydrated. Your diet plays another big role in your performance. If you are indulging and suffering your face with unhealthy food or drinking soda, you are doing your brain a disservice. Food that is high in sugar content leads to brain fog and the inability to concentrate. You might want to look into some healthier alternatives. So if you want to focus easier, make sure to take care of your body. Now let's take a look at how to build your focus. It should be noted that concentration is a skill. Concentration is a skill. You can actually train your focus like you would train for a sport. The more you do it, the better you get at it. When you start, you might be able to focus for just 10 minutes, but when you do that day after day, your ability to concentrate will strengthen and you will be able to do it for longer periods of time. So if you can't concentrate for hours right now, that's fine. You can train your directed focus over time, and the best way to practice your focus is to have a certain time in your day when you concentrate intensely on just one task. Basically, you want to make concentration a regular habit. Make it a habit. A lot of us are waiting for the opportunity when everything is perfect, when we are feeling motivated, and when all planets are aligned before we go and try to focus. But that's the wrong approach. Instead, it's way better to have a dedicated time in the day where you sit down and just concentrate on one thing for as long as you can. You then want to protect that block of time. The best time for focus is in the morning, about 1 hour after waking up. Usually that's when you are fully awake and your mind is not yet occupied with other things that require your attention. Plus, at that time, you typically have no distraction and you have all your focus units ready to be distributed. This time of the day has been utilized by many historic artists, writers, and philosophers. But what about the afternoon? Well, you see, if you have had a busy day, Your attention has been already been scattered in many different directions, and your brain is tired. That's why it's so much easier to focus in the morning. Your brain has been resting for 8 hours after all. So if you decide in the morning of a distracted afternoon to switch your attention to a cognitively demanding task, for example studying, you will have a hard time directing your focus. Your mind will already be occupied with other things. Such attempts will therefore frequently fail. But that does not mean it's impossible to focus late in the day. You just need to unstimulate your brain. So let's talk about unstimulate your brain, and you do that by taking a proper break. You see, it's very hard to concentrate on something for a longer period of time without getting mentally tired, and it does not matter if it's scattered or directed focus, both are exhausting. That's why you need to take a break and give your mind a rest after a while. However, this is where most people slip up. You see, taking a break does not mean pulling out your phone and browsing Instagram, YouTube or whatever. You are still stimulating your brain, and you are still mentally engaged, therefore draining your mental energy instead of recharging it. What you should do instead is go for a walk, meditate, and maybe take a nap. You can take short nap. These activities allow you to unplug and start recharging your mental energy because they are not as stimulating. I know it might sound boring, but you should allow yourself to be bored to give your brain some breathing room. Of course, taking a mental break is not just for when you want to switch from scattered focus to directed focus. It's also very useful when you want to extend your ability to continue focusing intensely. Another way to look at it is to imagine you have been running for an hour without stopping. Then you have a 15-minute break. Before you will be running for another 1 hour, you can choose sit down, relax and do nothing for 15 minutes, or jump rope and do burpees for 15 minutes. Obviously, you choose the option A as you don't want to exert yourself even more. You want to have enough energy to run for another hour. After all, in this case, running is an analogy for focus. When you have been focusing for 1 hour, you don't want to add more stimulation to the mix. You will just tire yourself out mentally if you watch TV or browse the internet. So find an activity that suits you, that's not mentally stimulating, and it helps you to disconnect personally. My favorite thing to do is to go for a short walk. It helps me recharge mentally every time. Now the perfect technique that ties intense focus and mental break together is the Pomodoro technique. It goes like this. You choose a task that you want to focus on, then you set a timer for 30 minutes, 25 minutes and do nothing but concentrate on that task. When the timer rings, you take a 5-minute break and restart the timer. When you have completed for 25-minute or 30-minute session, you take a longer break, usually consisting of 30 minutes. Of course, it does not have to be so rigid. 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of rest are just recommendations. You can do it for however long you feel like, depending on the complexity of the task. So you should experiment a little and find out which combination suits you best. If you made it this far into the video, good job. Your focus is already better than most people. Because this was long video, I will quickly summarize everything I just talked about. First, we have type of focus: scattered focus and directed focus. You want to achieve directed focus while staying away from scattered. And second, the best way to avoid scattered focus is to avoid distraction. Every time something interrupts you, it takes from your focus unit and your brain has to reload the context over and over, leaving you mentally drained. Third one is take care of your body. So it's first priority of all of us. If you want to mind to function properly, you need to take care of your physical health. That means getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, keeping hydrated, and watching what you put in your mouth. Fourth one is concentration is a skill. If you can't focus right now, that's fine. You can train your concentration like you would train for a sport, and over time you will get better at it. And fifth one, make focus a daily habit. Don't just wait around for motivation. Instead, set a time in your day when you are going to focus intensely. Morning are the most optimal because usually there are no distractions and your brain is not yet occupied with multiple things. And sixth one is unstimulation. Your brain meditate, go for a walk or take a nap. Allow your brain to be bored and don't do anything stimulating like browsing the internet. This is especially important if you want to focus later in the day. And seventh one is take a regular break. Focusing gets exhausting real fast, so give your mind a rest and you will be able to focus intensely for longer. And make sure you are actually resting and not low-key stimulation your mind. And eighth one, use the Pomodoro techniques. It's the perfect method that ties intense focus and regular breaks together. If nothing else, make this technique your daily habit. This is it for this video and thank you so much for watching.